coolest guest of all, just so you know. I'm very good friends with Colton, as all of y'all know. But I'm also, Colton and I are very good friends with this guy. He plays a villain on our show. And his real name is Ian Bowen. Many of you know him with scars all over his face, but he's actually quite cute in person. So, and I apologize, this is my shower look. So I promise next week I'll put some effort into it. Ian Bowen!
Hi.
This is Ian. He plays Derek Hale's uncle. Peter Hale. Here's a picture of him in sunglasses, which I particularly like.
Oh, wait, hold on. This is the best part of the picture.
And there's, for those of you who are race car fans.
No, motorcycle. That's Valentino Rossi.
Yeah, motorcycle fans.
The GP, the United States Grand Prix was this weekend by my dad's house, so I got to go watch that. And I just came home today just to talk to you guys.
These things are becoming big deals. We're going to get a budget next year and have graphics, I'm told.
We don't need a budget.
Danny's freaking out right now. You guys have to, one week you have to be the special guest, and you have to tell all the behind-the-scenes casting stuff. I think that we should start tweeting about that, so that then that should be, you could be the next week guest. Danny's going to show up in like a full tuxedo.
I'm wearing one now.
He's wearing one now. The people dress up at the MTV offices. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us yet again. We are with the vibrant background of Jeff's house that he just bought. And so we're standing in what is, I think, going to be the mini bar. And we actually tonight, since we have one of the oldies but goodies on, we have cocktails. I just turned 21. 17 to 21 in 1 week, guys. So if you want to play like some sort of drinking game for the 21 and older folks, we can put like an Andy Cohen Bravo kind of thing. And every time we say alpha or steric, no, we don't want you shit-faced. Alpha, you have to drink. What about that? Okay? So if you say alpha, drink from a solo cup or play beer pong.
Take a sip.
Take a sip.
Take a longer sip.
He's going to have a mute button.
It's the only way I can get her to stop talking. Guys, thank you for having me. I'm thrilled to be here. I've been looking forward to it. I meant to come the other week on the episode where I called out of the ground when Colin helped me resurrect, because I thought that was really cool. I had to work. I couldn't make it in time. So I'm happy to be here today.
I'm going to brag. I'm going to enter for brag. He always likes to interrupt me in real life, and now he can't. I'm so excited. Okay, so Ian Bowen, if you've seen The Dark Knight, this is actually also a fitting week. This is also a fitting week. Oh, well, I would have introduced it without you on screen, so you wouldn't be embarrassed, but now that you're telling me to
I'm not embarrassed.
He booked like a month on The Dark Knight, and after, do you want to tell the story?
Caveat. Yeah. Just real quick. So, Dark Knight Rises, I'm sure you guys have seen, it's the third of the Batman trilogy that Christopher Nolan directed. It came out last week. Kind of a really super big deal when it's casting around town. Everybody wants to go in on it. And so I read for it, months go by, and you just kind of figure that it didn't happen, which happens a lot. So you're like, cool, whatever. And then out of the blue, you hear that you booked the job, which is great. So I went nuts, went crazy, got really excited. They booked for a really long time, so I'm thinking, I'm going to have this great, cool role.
Colton and I are crying. I'm in Connecticut.
Yeah, and it's so secret. They don't give you the script. They don't even let you read the audition materials, not from the movie. It's something similar, but from something else. So people are like, "What is it? What are you doing? What's your character?" I'm like, "I don't even know." But it's really, it's a long time of work, so it's got to be something cool, right? Has anybody seen it? It's a nanosecond. It's like 7 nanoseconds together in one. But hey, it's still cool.
I think it's funny because I was looking forward to The Dark Knight Rises beyond belief. I would get giddy when I would see billboards.
Thank you for bragging on me. That's cool. I'm super excited about it.
And he would get so nervous in the interview that we would do. We did an interview for VMAs. Was it VMAs that we did? Yeah, it was VMAs last year when he was filming. He just got done filming. He's like, oh, don't mention anything. And so I almost spilled the beans that one. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, you do that a lot. So anyway, thanks for bragging me. That's cool.
So it's fitting that he's on this week because it came out last week.
It's not as much fun as Teen Wolf. Teen Wolf is the most fun set.
This guy's been in the business for 20 years. I mean 10 since he's 20. Since he's 28 years old, it's been 10 years.
I'm in my prime.
You are in your prime.
No, I was not.
Guys are like a wine. Come on, you know this. That's a Lydia Martin line, not the Holland Roden line. But I would say that he's definitely a sounding board on set. He and JR are great advice givers, and yeah, and JR both speak extremely highly of Teen Wolf and what it's like behind set, because it's basically like a frat house with like rap blaring out of the makeup trailer. And have you ever had experienced that before?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's definitely unique. In that, you know, it is a job. You know, we are working on a something that is work, and it pays for the families and the livelihood of a great many people, not just the cast, but you know, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people's income depends on what we do. So it's a job. You know, we take it seriously, and it's but at the same time, different sets. Some of them are really regimented. Some are really like kind of demure and not, you know, nothing really happens, and they just go to work and then they go home.
And you don't eat lunch together.
Yeah, and they don't eat lunch together.
There's no camaraderie.
And it's just, you know, kind of whatever.
It's very much
this
a time
set, and you never know what you're going to get when you show up, you know, to a new job. You just kind of like feel your way around, and because you're the new guy, and you see what's what. This set is the coolest, the most fun, the least pretentious of anything that I've ever worked on, and it's because of
in front of the camera. Danny would say otherwise.
This is my experience. Just because of the people, you know, everybody's on the same page. Especially Tyler Posey and Dylan have hearts of absolute gold, and the leads
on a show, the leads set the tone on a show,
yeah,
for sure.
It's good. They're every bit as sweet as you think they are. So for all the fans, the Tyler and Dylan fans, guess what? They got it. They got it going on where it's at. I like them.
It is, yeah.
Heckling. I mean, everybody. I don't need to mention everybody, but I don't know everybody's name.
Holland Road.
I actually do. I do know everybody's name.
Yeah. I mean, it was really cool to win the Teen Choice Award, which thank you guys. We sent so many tweets this week too about that. It was our first sort of coming out party of that we are a real show, and for those of you that I see around town, it's crazy. I will say Teen Wolf has changed our lives, definitely. If not season 1, definitely season 2, because we feel the love everywhere we go, and we love that. So this is a good platform for me to say thank you. This is becoming like an accolades night. Like, thank you, and
we're gonna get to your questions.
We get the adults in the room, and all of a sudden, it's just interesting. So this is the first few questions. We have 10 headshots to get out tonight. I have a horrid look on my face. Thanks, Danny.
Oh, right. Okay, guys, let's just wait. Let's for everybody. Just take it. Holland is complaining about the way she looks in this photograph. Can you spell perspective?
Really?
Because Holland can't.
Look at my crazy eyes. I get crazy eyes every time I film a scene.
Anyway,
I get these crazy eyes. So yeah, we're giving away these lovely photos.
Autographed photos. Holland signed it. I signed it. And we want you guys to have it. So we're going to decide who asks the most interesting, coolest, neato questions.
Heckling Army, resident, apparently, officially, Lydia After Dark. This is like undressed and no, what was it called? Singled Out? You remember Singled Out?
No clue.
Aww.
No. I'm only 28. I want to answer questions. How do we get questions?
So these are where questions come in. You guys, there's this like sidebar. Okay. We went off air. No, we didn't go off air. We're good.
Just start. Start right there.
Oh, Lord.
Do you want to start?
Okay. So, Heckling Army, again, your resident, just #1 fan. If you could, okay, so yeah, again, the best questions, get autographs. If you could bathe in anything other than water, what would it be?
Do we both have
Mr. Bowen, yes, we do.
If I could...
They're so fun.
I can't say that answer.
Wait, what? No, you can say anything. You can do anything on here. This is like Howard Stern.
If you could bathe in women,
it would be. Oh, you know what it's like. You know that George Harnett movie, The 40 Days and 40 Nights, when he the boobs, the floating boobs.
I actually did that for 40 Days and 40 Nights.
Floated in boobs.
No, I did the thing that he did in the thing.
Oh, you do that for Lent.
I did it for Lent.
He does it for Lent every year, kids. So if you ever want to date Ian Bowen, don't do it in the spring. It's not a good idea. What? I'm not kidding.
Yeah. Don't date Ian in spring.
For those of you who are not 16-year-old girls.
Okay, well, here's a question. This is one I get a lot. People want to know, Ian, how...
Wait, what would I bathe in? I would bathe, an antibacterial serum that doesn't stink.
That's not very interesting.
Thanks.
Tyler Colton, TW, how long is the makeup for being Peter? Is it a long time? There's lots of different stages of the makeup. In the first season, the half-burned face took about 3 or 4 hours, and then it got a little bit quicker as we got better at it. This season, the full head took about the same time, and then at the end of the first season with the full body, when they threw the 2 flaming bottles at me and the body was completely engulfed, that took all day. That was horrible.
He was very uncomfortable a lot.
They basically took a wetsuit and then put made the stuff to all the pieces to make the body look burned, cut it into segments, and then glued it on you, and then did the head and the hands. And that took forever. And then it takes about however long it takes to put on, it takes half as long to take off, which is equally as bad. So I'm happy. I can't. I'm not gonna say it.
What?
Can't give away anything else. It's nice when I don't have it on. It's way more better when it's not on.
Hint, hint. Okay, so the next one would be, what can we expect from Lydia and Peter in the last 2 episodes? Anything you can tell us? So a lot of you guys are on the East Coast. We haven't seen the 10th episode, which for those of you who have seen it on the East Coast, obviously know Lydia is a little MIA. What can we expect?
I don't want to give away anything. You can expect.
I think some questions are also going to bleed over to season 3. I think I can say that.
Yeah, sure.
It's not going to. You're not going to be left unanswered for season 2, but this might be a longer arc than.
I know what you guys want. I know what you want us to tell you is going to happen.
What? Oh, we get a lot of things that
The rumors. So we
That,
even talked about this
yeah.
ages ago. We used to joke. And
We
I
used
was
to
like,
totally joke
I
for a
was like,
season.
yo, Pete is going to work that out.
Yeah, I was like, really? To a 16-year-old
He's
child?
He's going to get. Clearly, he has morally questionable, and he's not.
Cole, okay, so
Opposed
on
to-
a side note, I play what we
That
call
doesn't
tennis
bother me.
wife. Colton and Ian are really good tennis players, and so they play each other
How do we get on
frequently.
tennis?
Well, so we always discuss plot lines when I used to show up
She
and watch
like
you guys
this
play
every
tennis.
week?
Yeah, I'm
You
really
guys have to do
scatterbrained.
this every week?
Every week.
Jesus.
So we can't
So
tell you
sorry.
much, but romance, stay tuned.
Romance, stay tuned.
Okay, Melissa Montero. Oh, by the way, Heckler Army, you get an autograph for that. That's amazing. You ask questions every week.
Was that the bathwater one?
Yes, that's the bathwater one.
I
See?
concur. You definitely get that one.
Right, okay.
Melissa Montero, what's your favorite thing about being part of the Teen Wolf Cat? The people you go to work with every day. No, hands down, the faces that you see when you go to work and people are smiling and they say, "Hey, good morning. Let's do it again," and we go and we fire it up again every day, and that's what I love. I love the faces. I love the people I work with.
Yeah, it's ditto.
I'm not even-
Really? I can just, there we go.
Look how
There we go.
tall I am. This is how tall I am.
I'm in 4-inch heels.
And she's in heels.
As usual, would I never not be in heels?
I'm squatting too. This is horrible lighting. Okay.
Okay, so the next one, we do anything we want on this thing. This is kind of crazy. I'm getting a
So
little
what we're
drunk.
doing is this:
Okay.
we see the questions in the side frame.
Yeah, they
pop
already know.
up.
They already know. They're with the program. They're with the program. Okay, so Yost Styles, I missed Lydia in this episode. Will she have any more scenes with Styles this season? Yes, a very important episode, scene that will potentially foreshadow her relationship with Jackson as well as Styles. A really great episode of, I think it's foreshadowing in the fact that she goes to Styles for something. She picks Styles to lean on.
Cool. Any animal cracker? Does Jeff Davis get pleasure out of making Styles and the rest of us cry? I will say that when a writer or a filmmaker listens to a reaction that is true like that, when people actually tear up and cry, yeah, they feel like they got you and that what they did worked. And so that, and it's not real sad tears of real life pain, but you're getting experience of the character, and that's your reaction. So that feels good to the creators because it means that they did well. So it does make them feel good. If you didn't have that response, they would feel like they
It wasn't authentic.
missed it. Yeah. So
I think any intention of any writer, all the more supernatural, they want it to have all the more